Fuck with your going, you fan 007, man. Shout out to the whole AFM. We got a special show going on right now. Got a special guest, man. Introduce yourself, bro.
So you guys, it's your boy Chicago World News on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of videos up there. I had an old channel. That one got taken down. Now I got a new channel. I linked up with another guy. Got a lot of videos on this one too. So yeah, go check it out.
Wait a minute. First and foremost, shout out to you. You know, I fuck with you, have you know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still mad at you though. I am mad at you. Remember I told you about showing your motherfucking face.
Now, man, what happened was I had an old IG account, okay, that I had forgotten to lock up, and somebody got my picture off there, and they had exposed my face, and it was all over the internet. So by that time, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I wasn't showing my face. I was covering my face and everything, but, you know, once it got out there, it was like everybody already had seen it, so it was too late, you know?
Yo, bro, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, wait a minute. So, I didn't even know your channel got deleted? It got, flagged?
No, I had taken it down myself, you know what I'm saying, after my face had gotten exposed and all that stuff, bro. And then later on, I came back. A rumor had started that I had gotten shot.
Yeah, that was all I was getting ready to say, bro. I was sweet. When I heard that, I was like, what? Like,
yeah, no.
Worse was I started seeing some of the artists.
Yeah, that whole thing was fake, bro, because there was another guy from, like, the area where I make a lot of my videos who had gotten shot around, like, the same time that I had deleted my channel, who was my age, and they thought that was me. But that was a guy, he had gotten shot trying to rob an armor truck. So, it had nothing to do with me. But,
so I'm glad you paid, but I do want to ask you, so I seen the Zacktv interview. Yo, number one, it got to be crazy out there. Y'all constantly are looking over y'all shoulders whenever I watch the interviews. I mean, coming from you're born and raised in Chicago?
Yeah, man. Yeah, my whole life, bro. I lived for like 6 months in Miami, and then I lived for like 4 months out in California. But that was when I was in my 20s for a job. The whole rest of my life been in Chicago.
All right. Well, I guess I want to start from here. So, like, what is your mind state in Chicago? When I see everyone looking around and people are constantly dying, and like, well, what is your mentality out there?
Man, it's like most of the killing, honestly, that is going on in Chicago is just like back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, you know, kills somebody. It'll start over something small, and then, you know, like somebody will have to get revenge for that, and then somebody, you know, it usually starts off like fighting, like guys are fighting, guys are dissing, fighting, whatever. Then it gets to then somebody decides to take it to the next level, and then once somebody dies, now it turns into like a back and forth type thing. So, like, that's going on all over the city. The reason why people wanted to get up with me was because, you know, for a while I was putting all the killers in Chicago on blast by name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know, putting information out to put on the internet. I mean, people say it on the internet, but they say it in like subliminal ways, you know, not like blatantly like I was saying it. So then people wanted to take me out, so I had a lot of gangs on me. So I had to start, you know, watching my back more than I was before, and, you know, I just watch how I move, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what hoods to go to, what hoods not to go to, and, you know, like, the reason I was looking so much in that Zacktv interview was because we were doing that, in Uptown, okay, which is like right a couple blocks from, like, one of the gangs that wanted to get me the most, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was, like, really cautious over there.
Oh. God damn, bro. So let me ask you a question. What actually got you started into actually doing your channel, but not just doing the channel, but like you said, putting niggas on blast?
Well, okay, so the channel
what was me showing your face at first, though?
Yeah, okay, so the channel started off just like me doing personal videos. I was just doing like videos about whatever. But, you know, a lot of people on the internet, when they seen that I was from Chicago, I would be filming myself, you know, when I would be making the videos. Because at the beginning, I was showing my face every video because I was talking about whatever. And, you know, I would show where I was at, you know. So, like, people were like, hey, you from Chicago or whatever. Hey, can you go and, like, show us this spot or whatever? They wanted to see a bunch of spots. So I started doing that just to answer, you know, what they wanted. So that grew the channel a little bit for like a couple months, and then like my channel got to the size where I was like, well, I better start hiding my face and take all these videos with my face down because, you know, I'm showing like a lot of spots where it's kind of hot and guys might not like me showing their neighborhood. So that's when I started hiding my face, and then, you know, it just grew on from there. But the reason why I started doing those videos where I was like putting guys on blast, I just saw like so much self-snitching anyways. I was like, this information is really already public. You know what I'm saying? Guys are saying it, they're just saying it like in this, street code or whatever, but everybody knows what it means. And plus the police were like hitting me up too. Like actually a couple of cops had hit me up privately and they were, telling me the same information. So I'm like, the cops know, the internet already knows, so it's not really like me snitching because everybody already knows. You know what I'm saying?
So, you information?
Say what?
The cops was giving you information?
Yeah, bro. That's why it's so crazy to me. Like when a lot of guys say like, "Oh man, you telling the police this stuff?" I'm like, bro, the police know. They're telling me. You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't nothing that they don't already know, and it ain't nothing that the internet don't already know.
So, so as far as your channel right now, when you're going further, like, what's the goal? You made a lot of impact. A lot of people know who you are. You know what I mean? Like, what's the end goal now?
I mean, just to like keep on, spreading the news, bro. I mean, like I stopped doing the things where I was putting the guys on blast because, I was like talking directly to them, okay? And, after a while, it was like guys would tune in just to see that as entertainment from like other cities, which wasn't the original purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? The original purpose was to like, try to like talk to the two sides that were going back and forth, whoever it might have been in the particular video, talk to them and be like, this is not going to stop until everybody's dead, and, it would be better to just, like, there's been some truces called, they usually fall apart, but I'm like, it'd be better to just focus on getting money and forget about all this stuff. And I was saying that in, like, every video, and, there were some guys who would hit me up privately and be like, yeah, man, I hear what you're saying, like, you really made me think about what I was doing. Like, there were some guys that hit me up privately saying that, so that was what, kept me going with that, but at the end of the day, it turned into more of a negative because guys from other cities, fans from other cities, and like even some people from Chicago were just watching that stuff for the pure entertainment of seeing guys die, like a real live movie or something like that. And that was just like, to me, I was like, man, I'm providing something that's too disrespectful. I mean, even if I'm not disrespecting them, like other people are using it to disrespect guys, and I was like, this is bogus. So I stopped doing those type of videos. But now I just, I still say when somebody dies, I don't say who did it, though, or anything like that, even though, like I said, everybody knows because guys self-snitch you so much. So, yeah.
I mean, do you feel like there's any way you could squash some of the beefs you have out there? By you cooling down on the channel and they see you not doing it like that, do you think there's a way you can... I know you don't want no fucking unnecessary enemy because of fucking YouTube. I mean...
Yeah, I've squashed a lot of the beef that I had since that day. Like that gang that I had beef with, when I was doing the Zacktv interview, like I since squashed it with them, bro. Like, cause that's the gang from the neighborhood where I used to live. I lived in their neighborhood for like 2 years, and I taught at the school where all of them went to high school. I don't know if the rapper Young Pappy, or whatever. Yeah, that's his gang. Okay, I taught at Young Pappy's High School. Like, I worked at Young Pappy's High School for like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you were saying, I think on Twitter or something that you was going back and forth, or you were saying you had problems with them or something like that.
Right? Yeah, we had problems. That was totally different. That wasn't because of no videos that I was making. That was because of one of my homies. They were into it with one of my homies, and then so I took his side, and then they were like, well, if you're gonna take his side and take our op side, then we're gonna kill you too. Because I was starting to like interview some of their enemies from the other side, So I was starting to with them a little bit, and they took that personally. Like, okay, now you're working with them, so now you an enemy too. So I was like, this is purely about money, this is purely about business, but they didn't see it like that. So after a while, I was like, I'm not doing no videos about putting y'all on blast. So I ain't gonna be really doing nothing that's gonna make y'all, feel some type of way anymore. So let's just squash this whole thing. And they were like, yeah, you're right. Now I still wouldn't go over there and like, I still go over there, but I wouldn't like link up with them on no interview stuff because, some of them might still feel some type of way about it, but in general, like it's not super hot for me on that block anymore.
Oh. I was thinking, like, hey, I'm listening to the Chicago artist. I like Pappy the most. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people do, bro. Yeah, he had a lot of talent, man. He had a unique style. He's the only rapper I've ever heard that can kind of go off beat a little bit and still make it sound good. Yeah,
he got so much energy and pain in his voice. You can hear that shit when he's yelling that shit.
Right, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, you can tell he really, he's really feeling what he's saying. Like, there's some guys when they yell or whatever like that, it don't sound right. It sounds like annoying when somebody's constantly yelling, but with him, it was like straight from the soul, So,
All right, so you still are doing interviews. Like, how do people do it? Are they hitting you up on some Zacktv type shit, or what? You're reaching out to them, or what?
well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, most of the gangs in Chicago don't want to do any interviews with me, so I haven't been really doing nothing with gang members recently. I've been doing some stuff with, I got some stuff set up with guys who were just strictly music guys, like not in any gang or anything like that. So, I'm still on that kind of thing, but people don't really hit me up as much as they were before, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of times, when like they've seen a lot of the Twitter beefs I've had with like some gang members and stuff, and they see me as like too hot, but like hot in the bad. If they link up with me, people are gonna think that they are cool with me, and that's gonna make them hot in their hood, So they don't want to like. Yeah, I mean, but they don't want to be like, they don't want to make enemies in their own neighborhood about, from people that don't like me. So a lot of people like stay away from it because of that, which is understandable. I mean, I'd probably be thinking the same thing.
I don't get it, bro. I was just watching, for the past month, I was watching Mubu Pump on YouTube, like, go hard live, and then he just pops up, and they just said he died. It's just crazy, bro. When you start really thinking about it, and Spaz is locked up, like, people are either dead, they taking football numbers, or they definitely get in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's something going on right now between most of the artists. I never really realized it was all connected like that.
Yeah, it's very few people that actually make it out, bro. Like FBG Duck is recently kind of getting on. I think he just signed with Sony. The Chief Keef, the Little Dirk, those guys are the rule, are the exception to the rule, bro. Those guys aren't the rule. Like 9 out of 10 guys get killed or locked up doing this stuff, man. Because most of the rappers from Chicago, like, they're real live gang members, bro. They're not like industry rappers that are putting on a show, to sell records. Like, these guys are really out here doing this stuff, most of them. So, and when they rap, like, the rap, honestly, like, the way the police put it, it's become kind of like the new graffiti, They use that to basically, like, stun on other gangs, like, flex on their enemies, like, say all type of disrespectful stuff. So, every song now, if, like, any producer even or videographer who, like, works with one particular artist, like, the other side, that gang rapper's enemies are going to feel some type of way about him working with him because he produced a song where he's dissing his dead homies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a dangerous game out here with this music stuff, man. Like, this goes way deeper than just music in Chicago.
And what about, then I'm watching, like, it's probably old, but the whole dude, like, Ayo, what's his name? AOKD or something like that?
Yeah, AOKD, yeah. Yeah, I've spoken before.
I mean, well, he has a bad rep in Chicago, so I kind of feel sorry for him, man.
Yeah, man, I mean, AOKD, I don't know him. I don't know him too closely, you know what I'm saying? I've just spoken to him, like, a couple times, like, on the text or whatever, but, I think, honestly, like, he just got into some situations where it was just, like, unfortunate situations, because once you get once a certain incident happens on the internet and it goes viral, then it's like you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life. It's hard to get rid of that reputation, and we all have like moments where, we're caught up in some type of embarrassing situation or whatever, and most of the time it's not being filmed. But if you get filmed in one of those moments, and that moment's gonna define you thereafter. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, when they seen some of the stuff with him online, they were like, oh, he's this or that, but he's really not, bro. I mean, different than any of the other gang members in Chicago, honestly. Like, he's got the same type of ethic and mold as all of them, from what I know.
And he reminds me of Aladdin from New York. I was going to ask you, so you obviously listen to the music, right? To Chicago music.
I mean, I don't personally like bump it when I'm by myself, but I'm always around people that got it, so I hear all of the stuff, bro. Yeah.
Oh, so you don't really like drill music. I was going to ask you what's your thoughts on the people in New York doing it. I guess they got their own kind of drill music. Everyone's comparing New York to Chicago.
Yeah, man. I see 6ix9ine blowing up, and I seen some of the New York artists blowing up, bro. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't see it as them copying Chicago, because honestly, bro, like, people been rapping about violence for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not to the extent where they're actually like dissing dead gang members, but like, that's been going on in hip-hop for a long time. I don't see drill as being something organic that came from Chicago. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but, yeah, I don't feel like New York is copying Chicago at all. And honestly, they got kind of their own style, their own flow when they make the songs, too. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Okay. I was wondering, 'cause a lot of people be comparing it. I was like, let me see what he think and shit. I mean, I see the similarities, but they don't sound like
Right.
them at the same time. Nah.
Yeah, like it ain't no. There's no art in Chicago.
They kind of, from what it seems like, they kind of did take a page out their book, yeah, but they put their own shit in it. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, some of the slang, I noticed like they're using some of the slang and stuff, but then again, like
they talking about that option. It's just like, all right, hold up, like
yeah.
They were influenced by Chicago. I can admit it. They are. I definitely see it out here. I think, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of weird, but I don't know.
I feel you, but at the same time, like we copy other cities' slang too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there's some words from New York that we didn't pick up that we consider like our own, but it's really from New York. So I don't know, man. Like I don't see it that way. But yeah, there's definitely an influence though. I will say that there's definitely an influence because they even be like making Chicago references. I remember the first time I heard a New York artist talk about smoking Tuka. I was like, bro, that's bogus because Tuka's a dead gang member. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about smoking on him. I'm like, man, y'all know how disrespectful that is, but you know, obviously they didn't really understand it too well. But I think now people do.
Every time they did that, I would see King Yella. He would respond every time.
Yeah.
I don't think people just listen to the songs. They don't really know what they're saying. They assume
Right.
it's real things.
Yeah, I think by now people understand it though. So I would say anybody who says it now like shouldn't really get a pass because you know what I'm saying, it's been enough people on the internet confronting the people who do that.
So that's the fact. All right, well look, man, appreciate you coming on. Yo, shout the channel out one more time. So was this Chicago? Are we looking for Chicago World News or what?
Yeah, you can type that in; it'll pop up. I changed the title because I collab with another guy in the channel. Me and him run it together. If you type in CWN, the initial CWN, and Chicago Gang TV, that's the actual title of the channel now. Because the title of this channel was Chicago Gang TV, and then I actually linked up with him on this channel, and now we run it together.
So both of y'all are doing work on it, uploading?
Yeah. We had done some videos where he was uploading a lot of Instagram live videos that he was recording, and we were doing some videos on there where, cause he's a gang member, bro. He's a former like he used to live over right actually like on the same street as Lil Jojo, and he was friends with Lil Jojo before he got killed. So he got a lot of stories about that whole situation, bro. And we had done some just like collaborating videos, like probably about 8 or 9 collab videos on the channel together about that so far.
Okay. So, all right. So, everybody check that shit out, man. So I'm definitely glad you're out there, man. Definitely glad you're out.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
You be safe. I'm being in touch, you heard? Appreciate you for the interview,
man. All right, bad, bro.